The official website of the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine is the most visited among 190 parliaments in the world. The civic movement Chesno analyzed the web data and revealed that Ukraine outpolled France, the United Kingdom, China, Japan, and even the United States. On average, 6 to 7 million Ukrainians browse the parliamentary website every month. Today, civilians have the possibility to watch plenary meetings, see voting results, legislative documents, and economic and administrative activity of the office of the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine. In other words, the aspects that interested journalists and experts 2 or 3 years ago are today fully accessible. These services are free of charge and they can be reissued for use, publication and preparation for different analytical transcripts. At the moment, with the help of our partners, anywhere from 12 to 20 different analytical transcripts are used, which are based on our assets published in the format of open data. Such a breakthrough of the website motivates experts to act effectively and publicly. Therefore, the internet site will be revamped very soon. In particular, the platform will be redesigned, so all sections from the main page, news, publications, and legislative documents will become accessible to users with different mobile devices. The Parliament believes this initiative will increase page views, so the work continues. There is a concern about completeness of the Parliament's work information. Ukraine and the Verkhovna Rada made a big leap forward with regard to a legislative open database. The position on different lists of parliamentary openness was the ambition of the office of the Verkhovna Rada to evolve, and now this work goes on. The aim of parliamentary reform is to provide civil society with free and open access to the legislative work of government bodies. It must be an institution that utilizes the electronic data interchange and should be open at the level of the work of sessions of the committees and provide citizens the full information about all their decisions and actions. Overall, the concept of an e-parliament implies that citizens of Ukraine have the possibility to use modern information technologies to have an impact on the process of decision-making in parliament, convey their personal opinions to their deputy representatives, and trace all the daily processes that transpire in parliament. The monitoring of people's deputies' participation in decision-making processes, online petitions, and commenting of proposed laws are the key instruments of the notion of an e-parliament. It is a pilot version, which means that we're trying to implement the system, yet the government was positive to employ the possibility of civic commenting of proposed laws approved by a committee. In this regard, Ukraine is ahead of many other countries because these functions are not provided in other parliaments, says Victor Lach, president of the East Europe Foundation. Technically, Ukrainian parliament obtained the perfect mechanism that civilians can use to review clause by clause, comment, and rate a proposed law. The question is to make it a tradition and part of the procedure of a committee passing the proposed law for public discussion and commenting on the initiative. Moreover, the competent category of citizens and groups of interest should have the possibility to react to them. All prerequisites for this have been established. In July of 2018, Ukraine initiated the strategy of e-parliament for 2018 to 2020. The document was drafted by the Office of the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine in cooperation with the Eastern Europe Foundation, the USAID Rada program, the e-administration state agency, and European partners. The strategy is designed for 3 years and contains a mission, values, goals, and a plan for further development of e-parliament in Ukraine. Of course, the reorganization will not be completed by 2020. The reorganization intends not only provision of information and communication technologies of committee activities, parliamentary parties, and plenary sessions of coordination boards. First and foremost, the reform calls for creation of analytical service within the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine. A brand new institutional body must become the high-tech platform for the effective work of not only people's deputies and other subjects of legislative initiatives, but also that of the President of Ukraine and the Cabinet of Ministers. The integrated digital platform has already been developed for such purposes.
якраз і має бути забезпечений цей
The lawmaking process should be guaranteed along with pre-moderation of projected laws before their registration and forming of so-called white books, the top 20 laws that should be reviewed as a matter of priority, as well as the impossibility of legislative spam. As a result, this will enhance the quality of legislation. It is our mission, our goal, and a matter of our values.
Оце наші цілі, оце є наші цінності.
The access to Wi-Fi internet in the Verkhovna Rada building was provided by the USAID Rada program. Ihor Kohut notes that while it may seem that this initiative has no direct connection with the legislative process, it most definitely serves as a fresh start in the development of the concept of a Ukrainian e-parliament. Prior to this, the access to internet sites was open only in plenary session rooms and the lobby in parliament. Now all committee rooms provide internet access. Then the system of e-petitions was introduced. These questions, problems that voters articulate in petitions and obtain the support of at least 25,000 should have the elements of lawmaking suggestions. Later, deputies will review them as initiative. This would be the best and most effective way to utilize this very important instrument. E-Parliament is one of the essential forms of e-democracy, e-document flow, a digital signature, people's deputy accounts, a corporative internet portal for working with e-documents. These are the key elements in the prospects for the further development in the reorganization of the Ukrainian Parliament.